Somewhere in the world, someone is waiting. A student is waiting for an opportunity. A father is waiting for better days. A mother is waiting for good news. Someone is praying for healing, while someone else is praying for strength. And almost all of them are asking the same question. Why is it taking so long? We live in a world that celebrates speed. People want instant success, instant answers, and instant rewards. They plant a seed in the morning and expect a tree by the evening. But life has never worked that way. Some of the most beautiful things in existence require time. Rivers carve valleys over centuries. Trees spend years building roots before they rise toward the sky. Patience is often misunderstood. Many people believe that patience means doing nothing. They believe it means standing still while life passes them by. But true patience is something entirely different. Patience is the ability to keep moving forward, even when you cannot see the result of your efforts. A farmer does not dig up his seeds every day to check whether they are growing. He waters them. He protects them. He trusts the process. He understands that some things cannot be rushed. Human beings often forget this simple lesson. They become discouraged because they cannot immediately see the results of their hard work. The truth is that patience is not weakness. In many cases, it is one of the greatest forms of strength a person can possess. Anyone can become angry. Anyone can become frustrated. Anyone can give up. But not everyone can remain calm while carrying a heavy burden. Life has a way of testing people. Sometimes doors remain closed longer than expected. Sometimes the answers we seek refuse to appear. Sometimes the road ahead disappears into darkness, and all we can do is take one step at a time. It is during these moments that patience reveals its true power. The strongest trees in the forest are not always the tallest ones. They are the ones with the deepest roots. Storm after storm, season after season, they remain standing because they spent years becoming strong before anyone noticed their growth. Many people abandon their dreams simply because success did not arrive when they expected it to. They mistake a delay for failure. They mistake silence for defeat. Yet some of the greatest victories in life are born during the moments when everything appears to be standing still. Patience teaches people how to endure difficult days without losing hope. It teaches them to continue moving forward without demanding immediate rewards. It reminds them that not every battle is won quickly, and not every answer arrives when we expect it to. Perhaps the reason some roads are long is that they are preparing you for the destination that lies ahead. Perhaps the reason some storms last longer than expected is that they are building the strength you will one day need. Sometimes the waiting itself becomes part of the lesson. There is a reason why diamonds are formed under pressure. There is a reason why gold is purified by fire. The most valuable things often require the greatest amount of time, effort, and endurance. Human beings are no different. Character is built slowly. Wisdom is built slowly. Strength is built slowly. Every sunrise carries a lesson. The sun never rushes to appear, yet it always arrives at the right moment. The seasons never hurry, yet winter eventually gives way to spring. Nature understands something that human beings often forget. Growth follows its own schedule. Imagine climbing a mountain covered in thick fog. You cannot see the summit. You cannot see the entire path. Sometimes you can barely see the next step in front of you. Yet you continue moving because you trust that every step is bringing you closer to where you need to be. Many people lose hope because they focus only on what they have not achieved. They forget how far they have already come. They ignore the small victories. They fail to notice the lessons they have learned and the strength they have gained along the way. Patience is not simply about waiting. It is about how you behave while you wait. Will you remain grateful, or will you become bitter? Will you continue working, or will you surrender? Will you trust the journey, or will you allow fear to control your heart? The world moves quickly, but the human soul often grows slowly. Some wounds need time to heal. Some lessons require years to understand. Some prayers are answered in ways that people do not immediately recognize. One day, you may look back and realize that what seemed like a delay was actually protection. What seemed like silence was preparation. What seemed like an obstacle was the very thing that guided you toward a better path. Patience teaches us that we do not control everything. Sometimes all we can do is give our best effort, continue moving forward, and trust that every difficult moment carries a purpose that we cannot yet understand. The road may be longer than you expected, but that does not mean you are walking in the wrong direction. Keep going. Keep learning. Keep believing. Your story is not finished yet. Somewhere, at this very moment, someone is standing on the edge of giving up. They have tried again and again. They have worked, sacrificed, struggled, and waited. Yet nothing seems to be changing. What they fail to realize is that many of life's greatest breakthroughs happen just after people decide they have reached their limit. History is filled with stories of people who continued moving forward even when they had no guarantee of success. They understood that patience was not about waiting for life to become easier. It was about becoming stronger while life remained difficult. The truth is that every person carries burdens that the world cannot see. Some people carry grief. Others carry loneliness, fear, disappointment, or uncertainty. Many smile on the outside while fighting silent battles within themselves. Patience gives them the strength to continue walking, even when the road becomes heavy. Sometimes life closes one door simply because another one must be opened. Sometimes what feels like a setback is merely a change of direction. Human beings often see only a single moment, while the full picture remains hidden beyond the horizon. Think about an artist creating a masterpiece. One brushstroke means very little on its own. Day after day, another stroke is added. Slowly, almost invisibly, the picture begins to appear. In the same way, small acts of discipline and perseverance gradually shape the person you are becoming. Patience also teaches humility. It reminds us that we cannot force everything to happen according to our own plans. No matter how intelligent, talented, or determined we may be, there will always be moments when we simply have to trust the journey. Perhaps the greatest lesson of all is this: the waiting itself changes us. The person who finally reaches the destination is rarely the same person who began the journey. Somewhere along the way, wisdom replaced pride, gratitude replaced impatience, and strength replaced fear. Never underestimate the value of moving forward one step at a time. A river does not reach the ocean in a single day. The tallest mountains are not climbed in a single hour. Great things are built gradually, through countless small decisions made over long periods of time. Do not lose hope simply because progress seems slow. Slow progress is still progress. As long as you continue moving forward, you are already closer than you were yesterday. There are moments in life when patience feels impossible. The days become longer, the nights become quieter, and the weight on your shoulders becomes heavier. During those moments, people often begin to question everything. They question their decisions, their direction, and even their purpose. Yet these are often the moments that shape them the most. The world often notices success, but it rarely notices the years of struggle that came before it. People admire the harvest while forgetting the countless days spent planting seeds. They celebrate the victory while overlooking the sacrifices that made it possible. Patience teaches us to value the process instead of becoming obsessed with the outcome. Every challenge leaves a mark upon the human heart. Some lessons teach courage. Others teach gratitude, humility, wisdom, and compassion. The difficulties you face today may become the source of strength that helps someone else tomorrow. Never believe that your efforts are meaningless simply because the results are invisible. The roots of a tree grow beneath the ground long before anyone sees its branches reaching toward the sky. In the same way, many of the most important changes happen quietly and without recognition. Life is not a race against other people. Every person is following a different path and carrying a different burden. Some people arrive early, others arrive later. What matters is not the speed at which you travel, but the courage that keeps you moving forward. Patience allows people to find peace even in the middle of uncertainty. It teaches them that strength is not always loud. Sometimes strength is the quiet decision to continue, even when nobody sees the effort and nobody understands the struggle. Remember this: the night is always darkest just before dawn. Storms eventually pass. Winter eventually gives way to spring. Difficult moments eventually become memories. Nothing lasts forever, and neither will the hardships you are carrying today. Keep going. Keep believing. Keep learning. One day, you may discover that the very thing you were waiting for was quietly waiting for you as well. One day, you will look back and realize that patience was never your punishment. It was your preparation. Every difficult day taught you something. Every delay strengthened you. Every disappointment shaped you into someone wiser, stronger, and more grateful than you had been before. Perhaps life was never trying to stop you. Perhaps it was trying to prepare you. Perhaps the closed doors, the long nights, the uncertainty, and the waiting were all leading you toward something that you simply could not see yet. Do not allow temporary pain to make permanent decisions for you. Do not abandon your dreams simply because the journey has taken longer than you expected. Some of the most extraordinary stories ever written were built one day at a time. Remember this: a seed remains hidden beneath the ground long before it breaks through the surface. To those who cannot see its roots, nothing appears to be happening. Yet deep below the soil, life is already beginning to grow. The same is true for you. Even when you cannot see the progress, even when the road seems endless, and even when the answers remain hidden, never lose hope. Keep moving forward. One day, you will understand why the journey had to be long. One day, you will understand why the waiting was necessary. And one day, you will realize that patience was not the thing holding you back. It was the thing carrying you forward. If this message spoke to you, write patience in the comments, and remember to subscribe.